Okay, so in this video we're going to be discussing the changes that have been made to the bucket truck testing test report to match the new test method that we're currently using. What I've got here is I've got the new test report on the left hand side, and I've got the old test report on the right hand side, so that you all can see sort of a comparative of what's been changed. First thing that we'll discuss is what hasn't changed. What hasn't changed is pretty much your visual inspection checklist. The only thing that has been changed is just a little bit of cleanup formatting. We did away with these borders right here so it look a little bit more clean for you guys, so y'all can see skipping through outriggers and skipping through the pedestal, sort of grouping these visual inspection checks together just for formatting. The next thing that didn't change was the boom stress test. Nothing's changed on there. The bucket liner dielectric test, nothing's changed on there. The truck grounds, nothing's changed. And the final ends, the area where you write your comments, the technician, text stamp, and all that, that hasn't changed. But what has changed is we'll start at the top. So what has changed is you'll see that we now have the this here, the procedure used, and the standard ID number that was used. And we also have the rated line voltage and continuity check. These four things, as you can see on the old test report, these four things were not there. They're now on the new test report. You will have to fill those out. Alright, so next thing that's changed. The next thing that's changed is the boom dielectric testing. Alright, previously we had the upper boom and digger 40 kV for 1 minute with a zero point 0.4, overall test 40 kV with a 0.4, lower boom 35 kV with a 2.0. Alright, things that have changed is the HERC or high electrical resistance 40 kV for 3 minutes with a 0.4 failure rate. The upper boom, which is the overall test that you are performing, but it's actually testing the upper boom, and that's from the bucket tip down to the chassis of the frame. This is, as you can see, it's got these asterisks right here are the hashtags, but we're gonna discuss that next. And the current leakage is going to show here, but we'll discuss that next. And the chassis insulating system, or lower boom insert, whatever you want to call it, is 35 kV for 3 minutes at a 3.0 MA failure. So as you can see, the differences that have been that changed on the boom dielectric test match the differences that were the new changes that we have in the bucket truck testing procedure. So to go a little bit more in depth, what I'll do is get rid of this screen and enlarge this screen for everybody, and click over to sheet 2, where I've got the kilovolts applied and the current leakage cells for the upper boom highlight. These are the two cells that we're going to be paying attention to as far as the logic that we've programmed into this test report. Alright, so because of the new testing, we have to pay a little bit more closer attention to the category and the rated line voltage. We've accommodated to try and help y'all with that out in the field. So the category is now a drop down menu. So when you click on this cell in the field, you'll get this down pointing arrow. When you click that down pointing arrow, then it'll give you category A, B, C, D, E, and digger. Alright, these selections drive the rated line voltage drop down menu. So, and they're specific to the categories. So as you can see out here to the side, categories A and B, they'll have a 46 kilovolt rated line voltage, 69, 138, but a category C will not have a 69 or 138, just as category B and A don't have a 20, a 5, or a 1 rate line voltage. So to illustrate that, when I choose category B, we'll be able to choose the rate line voltage in the drop down menu. Okay, just as when I choose category C, we'll be able to choose its rated line voltage in the drop down menu. And when we choose digger, because of the fact that diggers they only have one rate line voltage across all trucks. Your only option is going to be 46. All right. Now, also what you may have noticed is that this cell, the procedure used, has been changing as we change our categories. We've programmed it to where whether you choose category A, category B, category C, category D, or category E, you'll have ANSI A92.2 pop up on its own for the procedure use. But when we choose digger, then that chooses the option ANSI A10.31. This isn't anything that y'all have to physically enter yourself or drop down menus or anything. It does it on its own. So just as you scroll through and you choose what category, then the procedure that was used will pop up, and then you'll just have to choose your rate line voltage. Okay, let me reset this for a minute just so I can show y'all. Alright, another thing that we changed is the continuity check. The continuity check is for the category A and B's continuity across the lower meter electrode current receptacle. That is a NA if it's not a category A or B, a pass or fail if it's a category A or B. Alright, so now to show you all the applied voltage and the current leakage. As you may well now know that there's different test voltages as per the rated line voltage, and there's also different current leakage fail limits as per the test voltage. So what we have here is, once again, we program logic in there to make it simpler for you all. So as you choose the category, you'll still see that these cells don't say pretty much anything. But once we choose the rate line voltage, then these cells down here populate automatically the test voltage that you must apply and the maximum current leakage that is acceptable. So once again, that makes it real easy for you all. You don't have to use any charts, tables, or any other paperwork in order to try and figure out what test voltage per the rate line voltage or what your maximum current leakage is going to be. It's all done automatically for you through this new spreadsheet. So as you can see, as we change through our rated line voltages, still under the category C, then you'll see for a 20 kV rated line voltage truck, the upper boom must be tested at 20 kV with a maximum of 0.2 milliamp fail rate. As we go through categories B, let's pick a 138 kilovolt rated line voltage category B truck. As you'll see, the applied voltage will be 120 kilovolts with a maximum current leakage of 0.12. So like I said, makes it real easy for you all. All y'all really have to do is just enter the category, enter the rated line voltage, and then tell whether or not the continuity check passed or failed, or whether it was not applicable.